Hey, 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 hey. Guess what, everybody? That's right, it's time for the big new show. It's kind of big. It's kind of new. It's kind of a show. It's the kind of big, kind of new, kind of show. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to episode number 44 of the big new show. I, of course, am your host, Ben Bailey. Tonight we'll be doing movie quotes. We'll take some viewer questions like we do. As you guys know, we do this. I know you know we do this. We are, of course, going to do Sunday. Whole thing coming at you live from Vic's Bar. Boom! Explosive action on the show. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Big New Show, episode number 44. We're going to get right to it because I know you guys are thirsty. That's right, everyone. It's time for you to drink your drink. It's time for me to drink my drink, too. Cheers, everybody. Episode number 44. Be it beer, be it water, be it whiskey, be it wine. You take a sip of yours, and I will take a sip of mine. A drive-by to celebrate you. What's happening, everybody? Let's see who is on here. Let's take a look. I'm going to bring up the chat window so I can have a look, and I see Spinal Bifida. I see Robbie Osborne. I see Christoph Howard. What's up, Christoph? I believe you're new. Welcome. I see Special Ed. I see Crystal Noda. I see Laura Miskin. I see Marta Weller. I see Red. I see John Stamos returning. There's Elizabeth Fahey. Con, what up? And now these are repeats. There's Kevin's Bacon Bits, meaning that I'm seeing your names again. Those of you whom I've already mentioned. Richard A. Watson, what up? Who else we got? Maybe there's somebody else new. Scrolling through. Red, did I mention Red? Hi, Red. I think I said Red, but I want to make sure. I hate to leave you guys out. I think everyone hates to be left out, right? I mean, what's worse than being left out? Being left in? Too long? I don't know. Oh my God, $10 from Kira Mickus. Right out the gate. It's a special Sunday. Today is National Ferret Day. Well, I'm afraid there's a little bit of a spoiler alert. What's up, Mark G? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, everybody. Kira Mickus doing a little research. Similar to what I did. Similar to the research I have done for tonight's program. I'm going to show, I don't know what these are, but I'm going to show these comments. Show. Because me don't care. What's up, Monorail 425? Monorana. Desi Siler. What up? It's good to be back, man. It was a quick week. I don't know how it went for y'all, but thing just flew by for me. I'm not sure why. Sometimes I do that, you know what I mean? Like warp speed, baby. It's getting warm. We're out in the yard, working in the yard. We've had some crazy weather. Hang on, everybody. Here we go. Wait, Forever Mate 28. Ben, so glad to hear you're finally coming back to Sacramento. I have been there repeatedly. Love it. Always have a great time in Sacramento. And yeah, I'm coming back to the SAC Theater, some sort of theater, June 28th. That's awesome. Good to know someone's coming. I really had a fantastic time in Sacramento in the past. I had a crazy person come and go to every single one of my shows the first time I went there. And making sure that I got his cell phone number through like 6 different employees of the club. And like, come by, and I'm at the Motel 8 or whatever it is. Come by and, let's hang out. What's up, Fancy Pants? How it goes? The week passed us and went to Plaid. There you go. Like a new Tesla. Going to Plaid. Super quick week. Laura Miskin says it went pretty fast here too, yeah. Busy work week will do that. You are absolutely right. Here's a little conversational thing that irks me sometimes, How you doing? You're like, I'm busy. And then the other person's like, busy's good. You're like, you don't know what I was busy doing. You don't know it's good. Like, I could have been busy shoveling shit all week. Is that good, busy? No, unless that's your job, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Busy's good is, not always, man. What up, Kelf? Kelf on a Shelf has arrived. Mark G says, put me in, coach. Get in there, man. Get in there. Do it. Go. Go. Go fight, win. Your intensity is for shit. Win. Get out there and win. 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 That was a movie quote, people. You know how it goes. Take a guess. Type it in. Give me the movie, the character, and the actor. If you please. And with that, why don't we get on to numbers? Oh, no, I was going to say the weather. We were talking about the weather. It was, we had the warmest day that we've had and like a super cold night right after it. It was 73 here yesterday afternoon. By some accounts. I love it when you look and it says like high today of 68, current temperature 72. You're like, shouldn't you guys put some sort of auto adjust in there? You know what I mean? So that we know that it's actually the high. The high can't be lower than the highest temperature that we've reached. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was like 73 yesterday. We were out working in the yard, moving and grooving, feeling good about it. Not Field of Dreams. Good guess, I guess. Good guess, I guess. And then last night it went down to 29 degrees. From 73 down to 29. And there was a low of 8. Just kidding. The program. Nope, good guess, Fancy Pants, but no. Elizabeth says, yay, spring. Yeah, man. It's so nice. It always feels good. It's good and it's bad, right? When you're like first, for those of us who live in places where we have winter that like shuts down all life and turns green to gray. Then when it comes back, you're like, it's so beautiful. And then you get out in your yard and you're like, oh my God, we're never going to get it all done. It's overwhelming. Thank you, Uncle Randy. Uncle Randy, welcome. Christoph Howard, I like it. If the current temp is higher than the high, it should be updated to be the high. You are absolutely right. It's nice to have people understand and agree. Ben, your slobberingest steakhouse joke always makes me laugh uncontrollably. Well, that's good news, Uncle Randy. That's the whole idea. By the way, everyone, Uncle Randy, not actually my uncle. He's my brother. Loved your show in Delaware. Thanks, Nick. Nick Kip Sip. How do you say that? Kip Sip? Kip Sip. Nickip. Nickip. That's your name, is Nickip. Jason Palumbo. Nope, not Rudy. Your intensity is for shit. It is much quoted. This is great. I love that you guys are guessing and not getting it. Usually someone just gets it right on. Right away. Yes, spinal bifida. That is a hell of a temp swing. 73 down to 29. Emma's been planting stuff, which was like last night. The stuff was like, uh-oh, Mark G. Mark G with $10. Boom. Look at me making money. If you guys pay me highly enough, I won't have to go out and do shows anymore. This is not going to inspire you to pay me, though. we'd have a long way to go. Don't worry. Thanks for the $10, Mark G. Much appreciated. And we're doing all this work in the yard. We had a switch. We had to get rid of the septic and connect to the town sewer, which we did. We had to regrade the yard after all of the stuff went into the big hole. And we had to move the fence. In order to do all that, we had to move the fence. So we moved the fence around to the side of the house. And it's not green fields of dreams. We could do a quote from that. All the right moves, Craig T. Nelson. Great guess, Con, but no. A league of their own. Nice. I feel like I should give you other quotes from the movies that you're naming. But I won't. What's up, Patricia Bradshaw? And Special Ed. Chris Montes. What's up? Oh, shit. Chris Montes. Breakfast Club. Emilio Estevez. What's the character? You got everything except for the character, Chris. What's his character's name? Your intensity is for shit. It's his dad. We hear about what it's like to be him. Breakfast Club. Emilio Estevez. What was I talking about? The yard. So, yeah, lots of work out there. And we had to move the fence and getting out now. So now we have a gate across the driveway. So when you're coming in, you have to come through a gate. So if it's like raining or shitty, I don't want to get out and open the damn gate and then drive the car through and then get out and close the gate again. But I also didn't want to spend like $2,500 on a gate opener. So I didn't. I spent like $400 on a gate opener. And it has been quite a ride. You know what? Like 90% of the time it works great. But once in a while it gets caught on itself, meaning that one gate is pulling to open, but it's still, the latch didn't come all the way open. And now it's pulling and the other gate is not opening yet. And then they'll get to a point where they're like locked and they're both trying to pull. And the pulling mechanism, which I can't think, it's like a big hydraulic piston kind of thing, but there's a name for it which I cannot remember right now. Just pulled the head off of like a bolt. I was like, oh my God, this thing is so strong. The gate weighs like nothing. It's made of cedar. So it's like, but that thing could handle a gate like way heavier. Wait, I want to see if Chris got the character. Breakfast Club, Emilio Estevez. Don't want to blow your ride, do ya? Want to have a catch, Dad? Hey, Con, skeptical tanks needed. Fields to dilute stuff. Was sad to, Fancy Pants says it was sad to see all the terrifying tornadoes in the Midwest. Oh my God, I didn't even know. I've all but completely stopped paying attention to the news. Jeez, man, I didn't know that. That is awful. My heart goes out to those people. Kelf says, I picked up sticks today and then tried to drag a branch. That didn't work, huh? Sometimes they're heavier than you think. But so I had the gate opener working great, and then I had a couple of my buddies over last night to hang. We sat here at the bar. We laughed. We drank way too much beer. I mean, like, a lot of beer. And had a great time. But, like, when they arrived, I was like, oh, we'll just push the button. Emma will just push the button and open the gate for you. Because so now people show up, and they're like, I'm at the gate. What should I do? And we're like, well, open the gate. But so she went and tried to open the gate, and it just got stuck, and it just ripped. She's trying to stop it. It just ripped one screw out and ripped the head off of the other screw. And when I say a screw, I mean it's like one of these big, I'm not sure what you call them. They're black. They have a big round head and like a star-shaped bit that you use. And they're like as strong as a 3/4 inch, actual bolt. And the gate thing just ripped the head right off of it. So now I'm just like left. I'm like, I can't deal with this thing anymore because I'll be out there for a while trying to get it set just right, you know. Andrew, that is it. But Andrew, what's his last name? Andrew is definitely his name. Anyway, so my friends came and I was like, oh, we'll just pop the gate open. And then it didn't work. It actually broke itself and wouldn't open. So I had to go and like out in the rain and open the gate to let them in. Just like, ugh. I was so annoyed. But then, as I said, we had a great time. We came in and drank and laughed and played a lot of music. And yeah, we had a great time. It was great. Thanks for coming by, dudes. It was a good hang. I don't care what you think, Andrew. Don't let the Breakfast Club quotes start flying, because they'll never stop. Does Barry and I look down and what do I see from Chris? Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe? David Kowalski, what up? It's a good thing y'all can't see me right now. I just got out of the shower. That is good. What's up, Easy-O Triforce? Interesting, cool name. Don't think I've seen you in the chat before. What is up? Should we call you Clark? A Castle Bolt? I don't know. Maybe they're called that. I don't think so. I'll have to check the packaging and see. Yes, hydraulics are fucking powerful, monorail. Powerful. Let's check out the numbers, man. Let's see what things are adding up to. This is a segment in which we explore facts about the number of the episode. Pretty clever, huh? So yeah, it's episode 44. So tonight we're going to be talking about the number 44 in this segment, numbers. But you know what? I'm about to take a sip, so why don't you too? It's time for you to drink your drink. Cheers to you and everything you put up with this week to make it through the weekend. And thanks for spending your Sunday nights hanging out with me, Ben Bailey, cash cab guy, stand-up comedian, American, Earthling. What up? Forgot the little dancing Ben. Go away, little Ben, before Big Ben gets back. You crazy little Ben, you. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, big ears. Who knows what the correct Aussie response to cheers, big ears is? Sorry, I'm just reading some of what you guys are saying. I have no idea. I just saw Kowalski say, no, you were right with hippo. There's someone referring to Kowalski getting out of the shower as a hippo. That is not nice. I mean, he can say it about himself. And, you know, I kind of like hippos. Not that I personally know any. 44 fun facts about the number 44. Now, that's just opinion. I don't really know how fun any of these. 44 is the natural number following 43 and preceding 45. Was that fun? Did you guys feel like that was fun, what I just shared with you? 44 is an even number. 44 is a Fibonacci number. 44 is an octahedral number. 44 is the number of derangements of 5 items. 44 is a Stormer number. 44 is a rep digit. 44 is a palindromic number. And 44 is a happy number. This is some of the most exciting programming ever. It is not Aussie, oi, oi. It is cheers, big ears, same goes, big nose. And we have been over that on this show before. I remember because the implication was that I was the inspiration for the whole thing, so that you could then say, same goes, big nose. Back to me and my giant proboscis. In geometry, a 44-sided polygon. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Kelf has a question, which I will do after this. If I can remember to get back to it. A 44-sided polygon is called a tetracontachi-tetragon. A tetracontachi-tetragon. Or a 44agon. That is the dumbest. Like, why go to the trouble of coming up with tetracontachi-tetragon, tetracontachi-tetragon, and then go, you could also call it a 44agon. It's ridiculous. But I find it entertaining most weeks. Interstate 44 is a freeway that runs from Texas to Missouri. 44 is a deficient number. I've always felt that it was. It is an odious number. 44 Minutes is a song by Megadeth. By the way, this isn't my list. Somebody compiled this list of things, and I'm just going with it. Vicks Formula 44 is a cough suppressant. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow. I thought this was kind of cool. 44 is the name of Satan's nephew in repeated works by Mark Twain. He gave Satan a nephew and named him 44. Agent 44 is a character on the television show Get Smart. Child 44 is an American-British mystery film. Polly Be Gone. Nice cake, eh? A 44-sided iconogon. Nice, Laura Miskin. What did you just call me? Yeah, you heard me. I called you a tetracon or a 44-sided thing. 44 is the number of candles in a box of Hanukkah candles. Julius Caesar was assassinated on the floor of the Roman Senate in 44 BC. 44 is the atomic number for ruthenium. Named for Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. That was for you. You know who. The Messier object M44 is magnitude 4.0 open cluster in the constellation Cancer, also known as the Beehive Cluster. I know that was the first thing that you guys thought of. Easy-O Triforce. Be right back, or are you citing my initials? BRB. I don't know what's going on with the hippo thing. I look up and I'm seeing another hippo comment, and I'm afraid to be a part of it. So I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the hippo thing. 44th state to be admitted to the Union. Wyoming. Why not? Pope Sixtus III was the 44th Pope. Pope Sixtus the Third. It's like my Ruth's Chris Fifth Third Bank. Pope, the 44th Pope was Pope Sixtus the Third. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? The Roman numeral for 44 is XLIV. Jay-Z has a song called 44 Fours. 44 Bars is a song by Logic. The 44s is a group of islands in the Chatham Archipelago, which I didn't even know existed. I wonder if it's off the coast of Chatham, Cape Cod. Somehow I feel like it's somewhere else. 44th president, anybody? Barack Obama. Boom! 44th Prez. In the game of bingo, the number 44 is known as droopy drawers, all the fours. I think that's a fine place to end. Droopy drawers, all the fours. Oh, what a shame. I did have some athletes that I thought were worth mentioning that wore the number 44 as well. And they are Hank Aaron, John Riggins, Rob Niedermeyer, and Pistol Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete Maravich. My grandfather always talked about it. I don't think it's Chatham, New Jersey, Con. I don't think so. There's no islands there. There's not even any water. Ah, yes. So let's do a viewer question, because I'm going to scroll back and see if I can see what that question is. I believe it came from Kelf. If I remember correctly, it's going to take me a minute. By the way, the song that I've had in my head for the last several days is Fearless by Pink Floyd. It's got a line in it that I love that I always thought was kind of about me and comedians. And here it is, the viewer question from Kelf. And then I'll share that line from Fearless. Great song, Fearless. Great song. Great album. Kelf's question, and this is our first viewer question for the night. Have you ever watched Z.E. Frank? Z. Frank. And the answer is no. I see now that Marta Weller got the answer to the finish the Aussie phrase, which that's right off the bat, that sounds like a fun, repeatable bit. Finish the Aussie phrase. And by the way, I love playing the graphic for viewer questions, giving you a one-syllable answer, and then rolling the graphic again. Con says, shit ton of money in Chatham, New Jersey. Have you been there? It's a rather nice little town, that's for sure. Echoes is a great album. Calf on a shelf. I'm just reading. This is the show now, just me reading what you guys type in. And other people are like, what's happening? Like, he's like a monkey. You type something and he reads it out. Monkeys can't read or talk. That's the dumbest he's like a monkey comment I think I've ever made. Chris Montes with a viewer question that I like, so I'm going to have to answer it. Ben, what's your favorite Pink Floyd album? Wow. In a way, that's a tough question, but in a way, it's Animals. Hey, George McGregor. George McGregor says, hey, Ben, how you doing tonight? Where are you, George? Where's your... The music that is in my head is Numb. Numb from LP. I'm not sure what that is, Numb from LP. Another viewer question coming in. What's up, McBangus? Haven't seen you in a while. I appreciate the sharing of the song that's in your head, but I don't know what song that is. Numb from LP. Please give me a full name for that. Greetings, Greetings, Ben Bailey, says McBangus. Monorail 425. When it comes to sports comedy, do you prefer George Carlin, Robin Williams, Bob Uecker, or Bob and Tom Radio? What an interesting question that is. Sports comedy. I'm trying to think of George Carlin's sports bits. Robin Williams had a bit about golf, which is pretty legendary. Bob Uecker, hilarious guy. Sports comedy, he might be the funniest guy. Uecker. Guy's hilarious, man. Oh, Linkin Park. Okay, yeah, no, I don't know that song, man. Maybe I'll check it out. Kelf says obscured by clouds. It's hard to argue with animals, man. Like, when you ask about album, then I try to think of, okay, as the full album, Animals does not miss a beat. Animals is fantastic, top to bottom. So is the final cut, though. You know, so wish you were here. I mean, like, they're all pretty fucking good, except for Ummagumma. Is it called Ummagumma? Several furry creatures gathered together in a cave, jamming with a pick. Isn't that a Floyd album? There's some pretty strange stuff out there, but like, best overall, the whole album, I have to say Animals, because you can't just listen to one part of it. Like, if you're going to listen to Animals, you listen to Animals. You're not like, dude, let's listen to Pigs, 3 different ones. No, you listen to the whole thing. That's just what you do. Metal also maybe would be a contender, but it's fucking Animals, man. It's got to be bloody Animals. There's nothing better. And it's the only album I know of, Pink Floyd or non-Pink Floyd, that's just thought of as an album and hardly ever even like broken down into songs, in my experience. Anyway, this is good fun, you guys. Let's have another sip of our beverages. And I'm going to give you this early. Follow the words on your screen and take a sip of your drink. Small furry creatures, yeah. Several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave, grooving with a pict. Is that really what it is? Oh my God, that's the craziest, most ridiculous name. Obviously. Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday, man. Thanks for spending it with me. It's just a song. Okay, it's not an album. Yeah, I mean, most Floyd, I just listen to the whole, whatever it is. I just leave, like, yep, okay, let's do it. The cover, if you look at the cover of my original music album that I released with my dudes, it is an homage to the cover of Animals. And I was so into that album that when I was in London doing shows 1,000 years ago, I went and found the building that's in the picture. It's called the Battersea Power Station. I think it's been like shut down and like turned into condos or something by now, or whatever the Brits call condos. They probably have their own word for it. Whoops. I'm screwing up my own graphics. Chris Monte's Animals is a killer album. They all have their pros and cons of hitchhiking. How can you ever eat pudding if you don't eat your meat? So good. I've probably told this story on this show or its predecessor before, but when I was in 4th grade, one of the kids in my class brought in a little... thank you, Elizabeth Fahey, commenting on my album. If you guys want to check it out, check it out. It's called Variations on a Dream is the name of the album, and the band is From This World. You can listen to it on Pandora or Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. Check it out. The cover is like a sort of inadvertent homage to Animals, Like, I didn't mean the picture to be that, but when I looked at it, it made me think of the Animals cover, and I was like, oh my God, I got to use it for my album. Totally spaced on what I was about to tell you guys. Now I remember. 4th grade, one of my fellow students brings in a little Radio Shack cassette player, and he's got Floyd in it, and he plays "We Don't Need No Education." And we all get up, 4th graders, not totally understanding what we're doing. We all get up and stand at one end of the cafeteria during our lunch, which was also the gym, and the assembly room. So there's a stage. We all go to the end of the room and stand on the stage and sing "We Don't Need No Education. We don't need no thought control." And then like we got like part of the way through, and then it was like not everyone knew the words, and but we like stood up in 4th grade and we're like, yeah, Pink Floyd is telling us that we don't need you teachers. Pretty incredible, bizarro memory, but man, that really did happen. Just Curious says that's an awesome memory. Thanks, Just Curious. I feel happy to have it. Dead America, what did you do with Sparky? What didn't we do with Sparky? We ran, we walked, we played, we laughed. Sparky is upstairs right now. Kelf says the end of Fearless is an extrapolation of You'll Never Walk Alone. I don't know that. I don't know what that is, You'll Never Walk Alone. But the end of Fearless is people cheering for Liverpool, isn't it? That's what I thought it was. But so the line from Fearless that I was going to share with you guys that always makes me think of me as a comedian is, fearlessly the idiot faced the crowd, smiling. I'm like, oh my God, that's me. That is absolutely me. I am the court jester, the village idiote. Mark G says, very sad that Pink Floyd's wall in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is made of plywood. I guess. I mean, it's there, so, like, what did you want it to be made out of? What suggestions would you have? By the way, I went and got a VIP, awesome, fun tour. Sparky is listening, says Emma Gleeson. Nice. What's up, you two? Have you heard the coolest kid playing the intro to You Can't Always Get What You Want? No, I have not. I get lost. I find myself like having a conversation with 8 of you. And I'm like, I don't know. And you guys are typing and I still can't keep up. And I'm just doing talking on my end, not typing at all, you know. I have not heard the coolest kid. Is that someone's name? Hey, it's Lance O. Hey, everyone. Sorry I was late. I was having drinks with a good friend. Well, hey, Lance O., that is a worthy pursuit. Enjoy some drinks with your good friend. John Jr. Eckhart says, God bless you and your whole family. God bless you all. Well, thank you, John Jr. Right back at you, buddy. Bricks, of course. Another brick in the wall. Yeah, of course. Obviously, it should be bricks. I'm a little upset about that, too. What does it have, like fake brick face on it? I know I saw it. I didn't go up and touch it, though. Bricks, of course, are non-existent. No, they're not. They're very real. They're everywhere, in fact. The bricks. Wow. 9:40. Once again, things are moving fast. Hang on, everybody. Here we go. And I honestly think that after that, we should take a little break. Go somewhere relaxing. Like to the local beach, you know. Just stroll on down to the beach and relax. Listen to the music. Breathe in the fresh saltwater air coming off the water. And on top of that, I'm going to say this. Thanks to Mr. Mark G for a $5 tip. Sweet sweetness, everybody. Let's do the good news. By the way, Mark G on that one said, all in all, it's just bricks in the wall. Emma says, drinks with a good friend sounds better than a bad date. Movie quote. Ready? I got to throw this in here. Bad dates. That's it. 2 words, that movie quote, and I really believe that you guys are going to be all over it. All in all, whether you are or not, it's just bricks in the wall. Kowalski says, on the road again. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Yeah, I just did Willie Nelson for you guys. I mean, I didn't do him. The good news is not a single collision for seabird populations in offshore wind farm, says $3 million radar study. How's that for a headline? Kelf says, Indiana Jones. I need more information, Kelf. I need more from you. Yes, I'm going to read that headline again because I know it's a lot. No, Lance, it was not your dating performance. Clearly, the person you met with and had the date with was to blame. Not a single collision for seabird populations in offshore wind farm, says $3 million radar study. Thanks, George McGregor. I was trying to do a little Willie Nelson there. Okay, this story comes from Middelgrunden Wind Farm, which certainly sounds Dutch to me. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Marta Weller, nailing it. Raiders of the Lost Ark, John Rhys Davies. Character? Character? Middelgrunden Wind Farm. Middelgrunden Windenfarmen. That's how it seems we should say that. I will show you. Someone says, Ben, where can we find your stand-up schedule? But there's no name. It's coming from no name and just an image. Right here. Right here, of course. At therealbenbailey.com. Or any of my social media pages. But the website's got the whole tour listed. therealbenbailey.com. I will go through those in a minute after I finish this segment that comes to us live from the Middelgrunden Windenfarmen. European Wind Energy Association. There's something deeply comical about suggesting that seagulls are smart enough to wait for you to look away before stealing your French fries, but dumb enough to fly into wind turbine blades. Has anyone ever had French fries stolen by a seagull? I guess it happens. A 2-year study on the interactions of several seabird species. And just the wording of this whole thing is part of why I chose it for today's good news story, because it's just, there's something that tickles me about the whole thing. Just seabird populations is a fun. Yes, Lanzo, you are perfect. It was all your date's fault. A 2-year study on the interactions of several seabird species at an offshore wind farm known as Middelgrundenvindenfarmen found that not a single case, this is my favorite part, not a single case of bird strike was recorded over the study period or in the 10,000 videos taken. Oh, look at this. Fancy Pants is all over it, outside of Copenhagen, Denmark. Okay. Well, in my book, it's the Middelgrundenvindenfarmen, and that's all we need to know about it. I think the most important thing we need to understand about today's good news report is the words, not a single case of bird strike. Bird strike! How fantastic is that? I didn't know it was a term. So they spent $3 million shooting videos of the giant wind turbines that make up the Middelgrundenvindenfarmen. And the birds are not getting hit by them. That's fantastic news in my book. Because if they were killing birds, it's like, well, maybe we can't use those so much. But they're not killing the birds. The birds are like, yeah, we can see them. They're fucking huge. This is the first time that any kind of bird species has been studied this closely and in detail at an offshore Vindenfarmen, said study author Henrik Skov. And these birds are really good at avoiding the turbines. Now we need studies on more varieties. Well, I'm going to take a guess and say I bet the other birds are pretty fucking good at it too. The study was conducted on a Vindenfarmen consisting of 11 offshore turbines. 11 of them! They made 10,000 videos of the same 11 turbines. Shit. That seems like they could have spread that out a bit. And the turbines were near Aberdeen, Scotland. They used radar surveys and mounted video cameras to gather data. Why these seabirds avoided the turbines could be down to the individual species observed, since other studies have shown seabirds tend to rank high in offshore wind turbine mortality. Okay, so this is really good news, but it really only pertains to these. There's some birds that are just really good at it, I guess. That's a problem with the good news. You dig deep and you're like, oh, I guess it was pretty good. Tips are flying in. Laura Miskin, thank you for the $5. And Dylan Whitbay, what's up? And hello to you, and thank you. Thank you, Jan Popke Booma. In fact, the birds get sucked in by the stream of wind created by those big blades. Right, that's what I was imagining. But like, how many birds go in before the birds are like, you know what, let's stay the fuck away from those things? I mean, if I see those things, I am flying in the other direction. Anyway, it doesn't seem like that was such great news. I feel like not a single case of bird strike, and also the new term Middelgrundenvindenfarmen, which I promise I won't say anymore, made that worthwhile. Let's have a drink. Cheers, everybody. Sunday night, episode number 44. Cheers, everybody. Have a sip of your drink, pour a little bit of your beverage in your mouth hole, and swallow it. That's what I'm doing. And I have 2 different drinks here. I'm being smart. I'm having a beer because I didn't want to do the show for you guys and not have a beer while I do the show. It would literally be the first time ever. But yeah, I had more than my share of beer-flavored beverages last night, so I'm going a little easy. And I'm being smart about it. I'm having a little water, seltzer water, at the same time. 0 Ben Baileys have been struck by wind turbine blades. As to my knowledge, that's true, but I don't really know. I haven't checked in with anybody. Angela O, what is up? I'm not sure if I said hello to you yet. I think maybe I did, but I don't know. Let's take a look at where I'm going to be performing while I burp yet again. Have a drink segment, seeming like not such a great idea. Bullshit. It's a favorite. I'm keeping it. Don't worry. I will be at the Funny Bone in actually West Des Moines, Iowa, on April 14th and 15th. Hope to see you there. I've had a great time in that area previously. I'm looking forward to going back. I'm going to be there doing cash cab type stuff with farmers for a week. It's going to be fun. Money Grab in the Cab, a new season of little micro web episodes of that, which is raising money for charity. It's not really a charity. It's a thing that relies on charity. Future Farmers of America, which is fantastic. After that, on April 21st and 22nd, I'll be at the Riot Comedy Club in Houston, Texas. 2 nights there. Looking forward to that. I've heard great things about that place. If you guys want to come to that, get your tickets. It only I think the room holds 140 people. That's why I'm doing 4 shows. So I'm going to be speaking very softly for the first 2. Then the very next night, I will be at the Parish Theater in Austin, Texas. Looking forward to Austin, Texas. Going to have a good time down there with y'all. If you guys are in Texas, please come to one of these shows. Though there is talk of further Texas dates, but not until 2024, because I'm already getting booked all the way up through this year. April 29th, I'll be at the Wall Street Theater in Norwalk, Connecticut. Just remembered I need to send someone a text message about something. I wonder if I could, you know what? I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to see if this works. If Little Ben will appear. Nope. Norwalk, Connecticut, the Wall Street Theater, April 29th. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, I will be at the Oaks Theater in Oakmont, Pennsylvania. May 6th, I will be at a place called Reverb in Reading, Pennsylvania. That's 2 shows. Please buy tickets to these. We must sell tickets for these shows, or these people will not want me to come back. You know what? There's a correction on here, I believe. May 12th and 13th, I'll be at the Funny Bone, Westport Plaza in St. Louis, Missouri. And on my website, it says the Blue Room Comedy Club in Springfield, Missouri on May 11th. But I think that is actually going to end up getting shifted to the 14th, which is Mother's Day, and it's the Sunday after St. Louis. So we're going to need to update that here. You know what? If I click on this, let's find out. Oh, Mo Jazz Night. No, that's not it. That is not it at all. All right, we're going back. We're going back, everybody. My iPad just died. That's where I was reading the chat feed from Crossroads in Honolulu, Hawaii on May 26th. The night before that, on the 25th, I'm going to be doing a show on Maui. Dates coming up, tickets, link, and everything coming up for that very soon. June 10th, the United Theater in Westerly, Rhode Island. June 16th and 17th, I will be at Comedy at the Carlson in Rochester, New York. I will be at the Crest Theater in Sacramento, California on June 28th, followed by Cobb's Comedy Club, one of my favorite places to play in downtown, right there in good old San Francisco. And that is June 30th and July 1st. And then I will be at the Black Oak Casino in Tuolumne, California on July 2nd. And then we're going to jump ahead to September. And I'm keeping track of these tips coming in, you guys. I'm going to get them as soon as I'm going to blow them up because they are greatly appreciated as soon as I get through the crazy list of places I'm going to be performing. So we jump from July 2nd to September 13th. I will be at the Marion Ross Performing Arts Center in Albert Lee, Minnesota. Followed by the Prairie's Edge Casino in Granite Falls, Minnesota. Followed by St. Croix Casino in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin. And I believe there's two more. There's going to be another date on the 16th, which I don't have up yet. And then on the 17th of September, I'm going to be at the Comedy Vault down in Illinois. Batavia, Illinois. So those dates are coming up. Two more that need to be popped in right there. After that, September 21st, Cohoes Music Hall, which people say Cohoes Music Hall in Cohoes, New York, outside of Albany. That's September 21st. I've got another date popping in on the 22nd. The 23rd, I'm going to be in Jamestown, New York, hosting a trivia event of sorts. And then I will be at the Funny Bone in Syracuse, New York on September 24th. Then McMenamin's in Tacoma, Washington, September 29th. September 30th, McMenamin's, Portland, Oregon, the Crystal Ballroom. Followed by Wow Hall in Eugene, Oregon on October 1st. October 5th, Funny Bone, Cincinnati, Ohio, followed by 2 nights at Louisville Comedy Club in Louisville, Kentucky on October 6th and 7th. Columbus, Ohio, Funny Bone, October 8th, followed by the Omaha, Nebraska Funny Bone on October 12th, followed by the District Events Center in Norfolk, Nebraska on the 13th and 14th. Then there's another date on December 6th in Florida that's not up here yet because these are just coming in. And then the Dania Beach, Florida Improv on December 7th. And I'm going to add at least a couple more dates down in Florida for October. Guys, if you do go to the website and check out the dates, hopefully you can make it out to a live show. If you do go there, go up and click on the Shopify store up in the upper right-hand corner of the website. This will take you to the Ben Bailey Comedy Big News Show Shopify store where you can buy all sorts of fun stuff, swag from the show, notebooks, and T-shirts, and hoodies, and beer mugs, and blankets, and pillow shams, and buttons. Any kind of thing you could possibly imagine. And new stuff coming. Sorry, I'm waiting on the new guys to set up the new page. But everything you buy here, percentage of the proceeds goes to Share Our Strength, which helps people here in the U.S. that need to find food to eat. And it will help people as soon as tomorrow. Not to mention, for every single order, a pound of plastics will be pulled out of the ocean. So thanks for all the previous purchases and the ones you guys are going to make in the future. Yeah, so that's that, man. A lot of dates. I cannot believe the number of dates I have coming up. It's the most I've ever had. It's fantastic. I'm so excited about it. I really, I'm looking forward to having a great run. I have high hopes. Laura Miskin says, our after-show chat has been going on for about 1.5 years now. It's fun. Join us. Jump in on that. I believe Emma will be sharing the email address that you need to get on that Discord. Apparently the chat continues. As I've long suspected, you guys don't really need me to do this anymore. You could do it on your own. Yeah, people seem to enjoy it. I love that we kind of have created this community here. I love that, we have, and I love that new people show up every week, and that everybody stays cool and we have fun. We do our movie quotes. We chat about stuff. Nothing too crazy. It's a chill hang here at the bar I built. That bears the name of my friend Vic Henley. Vic's Bar, clever name. Yeah, man, I'm loving it. Having a good time, and it's already 10 p.m. Do you know what that means? It means that it's time for Sunday. 7 segment we always close the show with that celebrates the bizarro holidays that are every single day, especially Sundays, on a calendar here in this crazy world in which we are all living. This world in which we are living. I always thought it was world in which we live in, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Spinal Bifidus says, we love you, Ben. Thank you, man. Oh my God, I got blow-ups for people and tips that I missed. Hold up. We're not letting that happen. Let me scroll back a bit. Scrolling back. Elizabeth Fahey gave me $5. Boom. Arizona sunshine, happy times, and the best golf in the country. Is that true? Mark G says Arizona, $2. I'm working on it, you guys. There's going to be a Texas, Arizona, New Mexico run. But it's going to be 2024, I believe. It's going to be in January, February of 2024. Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. Patricia Bradshaw gave me $5. Thank you. But it's going to be good fun. Concon says Tempest Fugit. Time flies. Is that true? Is that what that means? Warp speed net. Yeah, Sunday, folks. Every Sunday is a number of bizarro holidays. Today, of course, is no exception. Lance O just gave me $3.33, which means, wait. Thanks, Lance O. As. Nice, New Mexico. Let's go. Yeah, I think I got to pop into New Mexico if I'm going to do that run. There's going to be some long rides between shows, man. Those states, they get so wide out that way. You know, let's do one more of these. Cheers, everybody. It's been a good hang. Kowalski made it to work. That's good. Thanks for hanging on your way, buddy. We'll hear you next time. We won't hear you. I will see. You'll hear me, and I will see your words. Cheers, everybody. This is the final drive-by, so... I'm going to make a recording of that so I don't have to do the dance every time. Okay, so today's holidays, Kira Mikus was right. One of them, the most reasonable one, I would think, National Ferret Day. Yes, Juice Crane, great name, welcome, thanks for hanging. Hi, how are you? It is Palm Sunday, but these are not the types of holidays that we celebrate in Sunday. We celebrate the ridiculous ones. I mean, I guess you could make arguments either way. Like National Ferret Day. That's right, today is National Ferret Day. A day to appreciate the stinky little, like they have a bad smell, right? Anybody have a ferret? I'd never hit a rabbit, says Kowalski. Fair. Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. Anybody have a ferret? The reputation of the ferrets is that they smell terrible, right? But people have had them for pets for long time. Know what I mean? So I don't know. I think you get them de-stinked. Like if you want to bring a ferret home, you would have it de-stinked. They probably pre-de-stink them at this point. Like you can't even buy a ferret. Kowalski says, when's Ben Bailey Day? I like that. We'll start one. Let's do it, man. Let's start our own. Last Sunday, I believe, was Start Your Own Holiday Day. We could do it. We could do it, man. We don't have to... Pet ferrets usually get demusked. Yes. Kira Mikus says, I have 5 ferrets. Well, no wonder you knew it was National Ferret Day. Do you really? Angela O says, yes, they stink. They poop a lot, too. Well, that's kind of the thing about animals, isn't it? You could change that they to a we, couldn't you? A friend of mine smelled terrible. Maybe she had a ferret, says Jan Popke Booma. Great name, by the way. Yeah, maybe that was it. Or maybe she just needed to bathe. You know what I mean? The ferret used to steal the shoes. Sparky will steal shoes and run off with them. And he's no ferret. That's right, Sparkle Barkle. And the ferrets bite, says Emma Gleeson. George McGregor says they can be litter box trained. Interesting. I love it, Kowalski. Just start a Ben Bailey Day. I feel like I can't do it. It wouldn't be right if I did it, but, you know. And then of course, we're going to need to find some town somewhere that's willing to have a Ben Bailey Boulevard. Maybe my hometown. Probably not. Ferrets bite, they can be litter box trained. Crazy. Start of Holy Week or Hell Week, depending on how you look at it or how you, yeah. We helped a friend that ran a ferret rescue, and they didn't take the best care of them, and they did stink. That sounds horrible. That sounds like really awful. Roll-on, tiny deodorant roll-ons. Good thinking, Con. You see the ferrets like. I guess you get them demusked, but that sounds painful. Like what do you do? How do they? You know what? Why don't we just let them be wild animals? Kiramicus says, mine are litter box trained. Amazing. Hey, it's Spot Center. No. Nice marmot. I don't give a shit about the fucking marmot. Another movie quote sneaking in. Well done, Laura. Elizabeth says ours never messed outside of her box. I guess they're pretty cool, huh? Like, will they come and sit on your lap and you pet them and scratch behind their ears and shit like a dog or what? Let me know. Kel says I had a dog that would hide all the shoes. She could get behind one chair in the den. If you couldn't find your shoes, it was a sure bet they were there. That's hilarious. Lance O says, Big Lebowski. I need a character and an actor. Dude, I'm giving it to you because I know you know him. The rodent family are particularly intelligent. Emma says, my sister's rabbit, Mr. Bunny, would use the doggy door and go to the bathroom outside. Love it. Babe, I don't know if you heard earlier, I mentioned a possible new segment called Finish the Aussie Phrase. And I'll give them part of one of your crazy Aussie phrases that you say and see if they can guess the right ending. Big Lebowski, the dude, Jeff Bridges. Booyah. I get you thumbed, dude. I get you thumbed by 3 o'clock. Jesus, Walter. Hey, just curious, says I just bought a Live from Vic's t-shirt and a hat. Just curious, that is awesome. You get a blow up. Enjoy those. That is fantastic. You're saving the world. You're saving the planet, man. Had a pet hooded rat once. Trained her to do tricks, says Kowalski. No shit, really? Do you have video of that? I'd love to see that. A pet hooded rat. That's like a little rat thug hobbling around with a hoodie. Yep, Chris Monte's the dude, Jeff Bridges. Yep. You know, just when you think this show is coming to winding down and like we end up having like the last bit is just fun movie quotes coming in. Elizabeth says she was so fun to have, she used to beg for beer. Only give her a capful, but she used to cuddle us and harass the dogs. Totally funny pet. If we had a ferret, Sparky would lose his fucking mind. He would not be able to deal. He just would not. He would never be able to settle down. They're very loving. They will snuggle. My brother's ex-girlfriend had a stinky, de-scented one. I just can't get past the smell. Yeah, I don't want a pet that stinks in the house. You know what I mean? Oh, Kowalski says before video cameras were affordable. Yeah. Gangster Rat. Nice. Nice, George. George MacGregor. George MacGregor. So I do this thing in my head. I don't know if I've told you guys. Whenever I hear a name or a saying or anything, I rearrange the syllables. My mind just flips them around and pronounces them differently. I think I've told you before. George MacGregor is how you would do George McGregor's name. We had a kangaroo, says Jan Popke Booma. We had a kangaroo, but when I walked it, she pulled my arm out of my socket. So I tried to shoot it, but she was all over the place, and I missed her. I still do. Oh, my God. Jan, what are you saying? Kelf says someday you'll join us in the chat. I have faith. All right. I like faith. Faith is a good thing. Hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. You guys know that one. You gotta know that one. 2 movie quotes come rolling in. Hey, that's 2 Jeff Bridges quotes in the past 2 weeks. Nice. You busted me doing another drive-by without you, but I'm not going to do it because we've done so many. Here we go. National Ferret Day, which launched major conversation about ferrets, and we learned about, yes, Ewan MacGregor. Yep. Not only is it National Ferret Day, which was a great conversation starter, but it is also National Love Your Produce Manager Day. I know all of you guys knew that already and found your local produce manager and told them just how you felt about them. Which for me would be, I am so tired of you putting away all the fruit before the store is actually closed because I shop at last minute all the time and you put all the fruit away already. National Love Your Produce Manager Day. Kira Mickus got it. Shawshank Redemption. That's right. Wait a minute. Jason Palumbo says, we have wild mongoose here in Hawaii. That's why we have no steaks. No snakes. Yes, because of Ricky Tikki Tavi. That's kind of terrifying. Because mongoose are, like, scary, aren't they? Like, they're not like honey badgers, but they're pretty, like, you don't want to mess with a mongoose. Am I right? And I'm not talking about the BMX bike. Morgan Freeman, Red, Shawshank Redemption. Kira Mickus on National Ferret Day nailed the movie. Can you smell it? My last and favorite of today's holidays, I think it's my favorite, is National Ride Your Horse to a Bar Day. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking, like, isn't that every day? No, it's just today. National Ride Your Horse to a Bar Day. And that's today's holidays. Let's do this.
This weekend, one day only. If you've got a stinky ferret, you hold that thing up high and go, you stink, but I love you. Now I'm going to take you to the store, let you run around in the watermelon section, and piss off the local produce manager, because it's his day too. And now on top of that, I'm going to get a horse and make it my own and ride it to the local bar and have several drinks.
It gets harder to do that voice. Wowza. Oh my God, the pets stuff that's coming in now. It's too much. Pets is clearly a good topic for this group. I haven't seen him in weeks. It was the best, but the managers are kind of jerky there. I didn't see what you said before that, Laura. My favorite produce guy at our nearby store just quit. Oh, my God, right before National Love Your Produce Manager Day? What a fool. The amount of tips that would have come in is none. It's none of them. All right, you guys. Great hang as usual. This has been episode number 44 of The Big News Show. Next week is Easter. Next Sunday is Easter. We'll be taking that off. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I'm going to be on the road for 10 days after that. So I don't know when I'm going to be doing this again, you guys. But it will be as soon as I can. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up when I know when I'm going to do it. I'm going to post it up. I'm going to set it up on YouTube ahead of time so that you guys will know when it's going to be. Doesn't that sound good? I think it sounds good. Thanks so much for hanging, you guys. Have a great now until then when I see you again. And happy Easter, Easter, Easter.